welcome back to my channel. My name's Nikki and this is That's What She Grows. But I wanted to do an unboxing today of a rare plant order that I got from overseas. Some of these aren't like super rare, obviously, but it's definitely commercially rare in my area, here in Sarnia, Ontario. You really don't have these plants available here. So for us, these are more uncommon or rare. It is the end of the day, the work day. The UPS order came in pretty late, so this is what we're dealing with. I'm comfy cozy. I'm very exhausted. It was a busy day today, and yeah, so I'm just gonna try and rip through these pretty quickly. I think there's 6 different plants, but there's a few of them. Right. I know I did get a microphone. I don't know where I put it. I just really wanted to get these out of their packaging. So first and foremost, to start, we have a Philodendron gigas. So let's see how this came. The smell isn't actually very nice, so I'm not sure how well these are going to show up. But this is from one of my favorite places to purchase. As a store, no, unfortunately, I won't be telling people who I got them from, obviously, for obvious reasons. Let's see. Oh, gosh. All right. So this is kind of what I'm dealing with. Yeah, not the best. It is quite large. There's some really good aerial roots on it. Some of the leaves are looking really nice. It does have a little bit of a smell, which concerns me for root rot. I'm gonna have to basically chop this whole thing up because the root system on this won't be able to sustain the whole plant. But that is a very large plant. All right, we have a second gigas, and we're just going to try and open all of these up. Let them air out a little bit. Okay, so far this isn't going the greatest. Right, first thing we see here, we got some yellow leaves. Yellow, 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 all the way down. That's not cool. These guys are all right. Shipping gigas. I find that Philodendron gigas don't necessarily ship the greatest. These ones have been in transit for 6 days. Which is twice as long as they usually go. Oh, and this one is the Hoya sigilladus. There is a little bit of white on the leaves. I believe that's just from the dip that they were in. I was just inspecting it to make sure that it wasn't something like mealy bugs. I've never had any bugs from any of my plants I've got from the supplier. It looks like that is just from a chemical dip. So there's one sigilladus. Scindapsus trubii dark. I've not had any luck importing these. Every time I get them, they're garbage. But I keep on trying. I don't know why. I just lose money on them. I've not had a single one make it. They definitely, I find that they don't usually acclimate very well. These ones look decent, though I'm not going to hold my breath. These ones look pretty good. So that is really beautiful, actually. These leaves are amazing. These leaves are stunning. So fingers crossed that this one actually survives. We have another gigas. Okay. Once again, that's definitely not something that I want to see. The specimen is very large. It's very nice. Like the leaves on that, beautiful, but this is going to be a whole project. It's going to be a project. Not going to be able to sell those. It'll probably be, I would say, like a year before those would be ready. I might be able to get a top cutting a top cutting out of that, but the rest of that I wouldn't sell. It's another gigas. My X-Acto knife is getting pretty dull. Oh, this one isn't bad. This one's much better. Right, so there isn't as much like of the chlorotic leaves on this one. Yeah, that one's looking really nice. I like this one. And another gigas. This got to be the last one. Normally there isn't a smell to the plants that arrive. These ones definitely do have a bit of a smell to them, which is a very musky smell, and it's not something that you want when you're importing plants. This one's not bad either. There's a little bit of leaf damage. All in all, this is a nice one. I like this one. Right? That's a good specimen. He doesn't really have any yellowing on him. I think one of the little leaves. This is a nice one. The first few weren't that great. All right, another sigillatus. Looks good. Before I go any further, I just want to check the camera and make sure it's still recording, because knowing my luck, it would stop and I wouldn't know. And I'm back. Another sigillatus. I was running low on sigillatus, so I wanted to get more. One of my favorite Hoyas. It's hard to say favorites, but I love purple. Purple's my favorite color, so. And they have a bit of a purple silver leaf, in my opinion. Looks pretty decent. I'm not going to have time to open up the roots and show you on camera because my phone is probably running out of space with content that I've filmed but I haven't actually posted. I'll have to do one day when I have time. Another Hoya sigillatus. This one looks a lot bigger. It's about the same. As things are falling off of it. I like to come into work, make a huge mess, and then deal with that tomorrow. I think my camera made a funny noise. Let's see. Okay, I'm really tired today, so I apologize. It's been a long day. This order was supposed to arrive yesterday. For some reason, I shipped this one with Dragon, and they used to be really good. Though instead of going through Japan, now they have it going through, where did it go through? I'm so tired, I don't even remember. The other side of the country. Ooh, this is a Hoya Friends. This is a nice specimen, right? This one looks very nice, very healthy. I'm loving this. That puts me in a good mood. So let's open a second one. The paper is a little bit damp, so it's hard to open with a knife because it's not cutting it, it's just kind of tearing it. There's no visible mold that I can see on the paper, which is very important, but it does have a musky smell. If this was in the mail probably another day or two, I probably would have started seeing some visible mold on the package. This is another really good specimen. I love it. This is beautiful. There is a little bit of, looks like mold or mildew growing on one of those. It's fine though. Another Friends. I think I ordered basically 5 of each plant. This one is okay. It's not as impressive as the other two, but it's healthy, and that's the important part. All right, let's do another Scindapsus Tribbii Dark. The first one was amazing. And if they all show up in that condition, I'm gonna be happy. In regards to aftercare for these, I'm gonna be putting them in some water to rehydrate overnight. And then they're going to be going into my grow area. I have a second store location that is a big greenhouse, basically, for all intents and purposes, with grow lights, humidifiers, all that. Yes! Yes, queen. I don't know if you can see how beautiful and shiny these leaves are. I'm so excited. So shipping stress can take a few days to show up. So I don't want to get too excited about the scindapsus. Hoya caudal Sumatra. I'm really excited about this one. I've never seen this one in person. And she looks big. Where'd you go? The heck, man? Alright, so we do have, that looks like it could be sun stress because it's pink. That, some of these leaves are going to drop, but I like this plant. I do apologize about the noise. I'm not in control of the air in my unit, which is really horrible. I actually lost over $3,000 in plants because the people next door control the temperature, and right behind me is a huge air vent that sucks all of the humid air out and likes to replace it with dry air. So not only is it loud and noisy, it's super dry in here. Exactly what the plants want. Just kidding. I basically have to water every other day, and I, as I said, lost like $3,000 worth of plants. That's not retail value, that is my costs. So it is what it is. This is a Hoya sigillatus. He's a bushy little guy. I have a pile of Hoyas beside me right now. And they're there temporarily. I will move them once we're done this. But I love it. It's actually really cool. Another Curtisii. The Curtisiis are beautiful. There is another plant in here you have not seen yet. And we're over halfway done. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hoya Caudal Sumatra. I'm curious to see if this second one is actually better than that first one. Because the first one, though the leaves are nice, it really wasn't that full. So I'm hoping that these ones are better, a little bit better specimen. He looks like twine, like he literally looks like a giant rope. But like, look at the little roots on there. That's crazy. I love the colors of this. Beautiful, beautiful. This may be my new favorite Hoya, who knows. I feel like out of the Hoyas, I feel like the Caudal Sumatra, I'm probably saying it wrong, is probably gonna take the longest to acclimate. Here's another one. Hoya Black Pagoda. This is what I want to get into. In case my phone does run out of space, I want to open at least one of these on camera. Trying to show you. This is amazing. The roots are quite cold. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful plant. Let's open another one. I think that was a last minute purchase too. It wasn't going to be on the order. So I'm glad I ordered that. I like that one. It's nice. That's basically it for all the new plants. Like there's still some more I'm gonna unbox here, but they're all just more of what we've already opened. So if you want to keep watching, hey, by all means, follow along. See if we have any that didn't make it. Is always interesting. But if you want, you can just skip to the end to find out some more information and updates about the store. We have some really interesting information coming in about our monster elbows. So if you want, you can skip near to the end of the video, for more information. Nice. All right, last one. Hoya Black Pagoda, and it's our favorite. I'd never been a Hoya head before so much, but the more that I get into Hoyas, I see it. I understand it now. I'm so excited. These ones are beautiful. I'll come over and bring it a little bit closer for you. Whoops, where are we? There we are. So you kind of see just how beautiful this is. As I mentioned, I'm not leaving these here. The air is dry. You do not want to put your imports anywhere where it has dry air. Unboxing it temporarily is okay. The roots are wrapped in damp sphagnum moss, but I'm actually going to immediately be taking these, unwrapping them, giving them a drink, and putting them in one of my grow environments that has really high humidity, as well as grow lights, to really help acclimate them along. They'll typically stay in one of these growing environments for a minimum, bare minimum 14 days before I even consider selling them. That's if they come in like pristine condition. Generally, typically I have plants like three to 6 months growing in a greenhouse before I put them up on sale for market. But we'll have to see about these because these guys look great. We'll check the roots and get back to you later. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me on another episode of That's What She Grows. Also, I wanted to give you an update on our Monstera elbows. We have 50 Monstera elbows coming in June. The reason they're coming in June is I am gone May 10th to May 30th. I'm going to Switzerland for a little vacation. I'm going to work on our SEO on our website, just do a few things like that, and then our Monstera elbows are coming in as soon as I get back. We have 50 Monstera elbows, I think 10 Philodendron Thai sunrises. Those sell very well in my store, and they're gorgeous, and I do very well with Thai sunrises, keeping their variegation. I'm pretty happy about that. So that's kind of the updates that are going on. Today is April 6th. I'm going to try and edit this hopefully tonight or tomorrow, get this out as soon as possible. April 23rd, we are having our official grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony at the store. We have been open for a year. We didn't really get to have much of a grand opening during COVID, so right now we're doing a whole shebang for our little baby store. But I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're in the area, come out and visit us, assuming that this video goes out before then. All right, thanks so much, guys. Love you.